Hi guys, my name is Jerry Crazy Wheels. We're playing The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine DLC. So this is where you can find the DLC. If you what the fuck is my controller doing? Okay, this is where you go to the DLC right here. If you're a dumb motherfucker who doesn't know who doesn't know how to play this, but yeah, who doesn't want to look at the map, keep repeating the same. What quest is this? Oh no. Now I gotta make a whole new video again. Thanks a lot, cunts. I gotta make the video all over again. Okay, let's begin.
We've not got no need for your help.
Have no fear, good man. Our labors shall be done quickly. The prowlers to be banished for good.
Milton, look.
Get out!
In the flesh.
Hail, Witcher! Let us go inside and greet you as befits an old friend.
And you, fear not. We shall put an end to the rule of outlaws, soon.
Found your message on a notice board.
You see, Palmerin? I told you. The griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end find Geralt.
Milton de Peyrac Peyrin and Palmerin de Lonfort. Good to see you both. Been years.
Be assured, we share your joy.
You must forgive us our, surroundings. When we pledged to place the village under our protection, the village elder gave us this hat as our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble?
We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison had left this land still is at the mercy of numerous plagues. A tyranny of bandits the most onerous among them. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect tribute. Milton and I will dissuade them.
We are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their heads. The matter does not concern you, of course, but do us the kindness of waiting. Once we have dealt with these marauders, we have a matter we must present to you.
Or you can, okay, there's two options. You can help and fight the bandits, or just leave right away. Just do the second one, but you can pick the first one you want to. You want to fight the bandits, go ahead. This one. But the second one, you can just get, to Toussaint, France. Here, go with this one. We're going Toussaint is it's a French wine area we're going to. That looks nice by the ocean, always, and always sunny. You know, sometime rainy.
No point fighting bandits. Kill these and others just as bad or possibly worse will come in to fill the void.
To cast a blind eye upon the evil, there is no honor in it.
Can't stay here to protect these folk from the dangers that come their way daily. Saw what I saw. Heard them urge you to leave these raiders alone. Must have good reason to do that.
Do you suggest that should we help, we assume responsibility for their fate, for their lives? This burden we cannot agree to bear.
Geralt speaks wisely. We know neither this land, nor its peoples, nor its customs. And we have come with another duty altogether.
How I long to return to Toussaint, where all is simpler.
Soon, my friend, soon. First, let us convey our missive to Geralt in the manner tradition ordains.
So fess up. What brings you such a long way?
We are to deliver Her Grace the Duchess's message in full, with all due ceremony. For tradition
Is sacred in Toussaint. All right, fine.
Most honorable Geralt, slayer of monsters and all evils nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world. Whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent, nor leave widows and orphans to fates undeserved. Answer you now our present summons. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood, and sows panic in the hearts of rich and poor alike. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the star-crossed city's most gracious protectress, Her illustrious Highness, Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Shall you answer her call?
Yes, we should answer the call.
Might be the most fervent request that I take a contract ever. And the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing.
Most assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet. Our only sure witnesses. Bodies massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you, promising grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also, both victims were nobly born, and the start of a tourney draws near.
I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't name hardly any where I came out ahead.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the Duchess can sometimes be... demanding.
So you accept the contract? Excellent!
We must set off at once. We long wanted this land searching for you. Yet time is of the essence.
Ready to go, soon as you're packed.
Then post haste to Toussaint.
To Toussaint!
Okay, we're leaving now, so we're gonna be coming up on the first boss fight once we get there. So, yep. This is a walkthrough guide, but I'm not good with cards games in this game, but I can practice. Okay, loading. Hold on. Where's my controller? So switch my controller real quick. I don't want to use my keyboard and mouse, but it feels comfortable with keyboard and mouse though with this game.
Toussaint, the land of love and wine.
Exactly how I remembered it.
This is what France looks like.
You will find Beauclair has changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance. You will see for yourself.
To me, place always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron!
It's a troll. It's a giant. We get to kill it now. Uh-oh, the giant's gonna hit him. Hurry, Geralt. Being my mask on and the rose of flame. Maybe I should do that before my banner. Oh, that's the...
A monster!
poison man. Oh, bastard. Come on, you goblin. Giant. Switch to fire. Ow, you bastard. Victory! We killed the giant.
Big beast. Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, out with it. Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor. This trophy, sir, is yours.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay to buy it. Put up a good fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Toussaint we mostly chase bandits, but I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity, as the famed Gottfried, known as the Giant Killer, did.
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck again. The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice. Damien de la Tour's guardsmen are there already, securing the area.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle any evidence.
Set forth then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later, near Guillaume's tent at the Tourney grounds. I shall take you then to see her grace.
They got his head. He's a giant without a head. A giant without a head. Oh, let's move on. Before I make the video too damn long. I wish I can live stream this, but
Brave kid, Guillaume.
I
Parmanin
got
oversaw his
poopy
upbringing.
internet again.
Guillaume is his kid.
Faster. Can't get used to the way you knights talk. Especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
We are knights errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition. No one here. They must have removed the body already.
This what, like, France looks like when you come here.
Got guests. Careful.
Bastard. Yeah, you want to be careful with these guys. Yeah, just like that. You want to be careful with. Oh, you son of... No! No, you son of a bitch. Get away.
I will fell you all! My name is not... This is the Pirate.
Alright, you want to move away from him? Well, if you're dumb like me, then nope.
Let's keep
Then
looking.
you can't get away from him. Okay, let's...
Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
Junk that came down the river.
We must keep searching.
Okay, where's his body? Okay.
Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went.
Let's
Walked
use
along
our
the shoreline.
senses to
Perhaps
the
the
bay.
body lay on the bank.
Looks like some blood
Blood.
here.
Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free. Gonna dive in, make sure they didn't miss anything. Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it.
And then let's check out this net.
Nets were attached here.
And this looks like another blood.
Look at the rut. Guardsmen left this site by boat, recently. Probably to transport the body somewhere.
Well, let's see what's under there. Why is there a chest on there? Let's see what cut on the net. Is there something over here?
Silk kerchief, monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Be nice to know where they took the corpse.
What now?
This isn't the site of the murder. We know that. Current brought the body here. Corpse got caught in the nets. Guardsmen pulled it out, put it in a boat and took it somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
Well,
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes. You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
well,
I have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd feared I would return too late to fulfill my
well,
duty.
we're gonna be
Yet it
going
seems
to
I've arrived in the nick of time.
another boss fight, so I'll show you when we get there. A surprise.
Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta,
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomrin's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive. A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
One of the knights withdrew from
Okay, see. You can get your first, you start from here, and you make your way down here, and then get this bulletin board, notice board, come here,
the bells.
and pick up some of these quests here. There's Gwyn tournament. Spotted missing the white wolf. Get that one. And come back for that another
Ducal
time.
clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
Just go in here and talk to the NPCs. Those be
By
quiet.
my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pate?
Naught else, Sir the Peyrac parent. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir the Peyrac parent in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir the Peyrac parent.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Lillis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable!
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have to find that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah. Duty of some sort calls.
Some sort? Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the palace gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
Okay, we're gonna be going up to this road. So, where's... Let's call our horse.
Come on.
Welcome to France, the wine of lands.
Sounds of a fight. Have to hurry.
And here you can by your house, but you're gonna continue on with this boss fight. With this, there's another boss here, and then after that, I'm gonna have to stop at this boss because, and then make it another part 2, because the next part's gonna be kind of long.
Damn it, the killer must still be here. Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs.
Could this be a vampire?
Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara though, or a Fletter. Bruxa, gotta be. Killed with a single blow. Woman from the inn was wearing this coat. In the cellar, gotta be. Revermuck carried the body in his cart. Revermuck carried the body in his cart.
Alright, check out that body.
Claw wounds from 5 separate claws, spread of a small human hand. Attacker had no trouble knocking over the cart. Footprints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Fell down the stairs, broke his neck.
Yep, that guy bled out here.
Hurled against the wall with great force. Took a lot of strength to batter this down. Used this to batter down the grate.
Dang, vampire lady, look at that ass.
You. Saw you at the inn.
But you're covered in blood.
I know
Ew.
what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
You are wrong. I cannot let you
Lady,
live.
why did you turn to an ugly vampire? No.
What now, you piece of...
Oh, shit. La 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 la. Oh, lady. Why? Dancing lady, naked vampire lady. What? The naked vampire lady trying to eat me.
Killed all these men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
Okay, time to level up, my guy. See what should I level up. Just put that in our... No, go back up there. Okay, there we go. Naked lady fell to sleep, so let's investigate this body and then stop the video here. Because the next one's gonna be pretty long.
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast.
Now return check the chest.
Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something. So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
I thought the hand, the blood on the hand, the texture looks kind of off. Like, it could have worked on the textures of the blood, like where it's dripping blood from the hand, like where the hand's chopped off. So right here, we're gonna go outside, but we're gonna switch my sword to the Viper real quick. You can get that from the Heart and Stone DLC, so make sure to get this. And yep. And then let's go outside and stop here and begin the next one. So if you like and subscribe, bye bye. But you don't have to subscribe, or you can like or dislike or whatever. Okay, bye bye. No, I'm just gonna shut up now. Later.